Today I'll show you how I began practicing face painting through mixing purple, orange and white. You might already have some skin tones in your paint collection, but if you don't, here's how I began. I mix orange into a bit of purple and add white little by little to create a skin tone. As you go lighter, you can modulate the color adding pinches of orange and purple, depending if you want a colder or warmer tone. Once I've reached a desired base tone, I continue adding white but moving to the side, so as to create different color pools, which will give me easy access to go back and forth between steps if I need to do any corrections. For the painting itself, I begin as always with a solid base coat of the darkest tone. Moving on, I'll focus on 5 spots of the face, which are the forehead, the cheeks, nose, upper lip and chin. With my color progression already mixed on my palette, I'll be going over these 5 spots one step at a time, going lighter and lighter. The highlight placement will become smaller with each step and will be as follows. For the forehead, I'll move towards the center, creating a continuous line with the bridge of the nose. For the nose itself, the highlight will be aimed towards the tip of it. The cheeks will be upside down triangles with its brightest highlights right below the eyes. The upper lip will follow a similar principle as with the forehead, moving towards the center. And for the chin, the placement will be from bottom to top, having our brightest highlights right under the lower lip. You might find your transitions are not smooth enough or the jump from shadow to highlight is too drastic. This can easily be fixed by going back 1 or 2 steps. I mix in a bit of water with the tone and make sure to remove the excess on my finger. With this thin glaze, I can make small corrections, to either blend the transitions or enhance the highlights or shadows. The key is in the dilution plus the removal of excess paint for a controlled application. Pay close attention to the forehead here. While the paint looks extremely light at first, it mutes down as it dries. For tiny faces such as this one, it is important we push our highlights, so the face is readable not only when looked at from up close, but also from afar. I dilute my brightest highlights a bit more to build them up slowly and avoid any huge jumps in color. You can see on the back how I mix the highlight and the midtone to once again do a couple corrections. While this might look like a lot of trouble going back and forth with corrections, having everything mixed up on my palette already makes the process flow smoothly, and I had the skin itself ready in about 10 minutes of work. To paint the eyes, I first marked them out with an almost black-brown, having my brush point towards the nose so as not to have anything in my way. Moving on to an off-white, I let the side of my brush catch only the curvature of the eye, leaving a nice lining all around which works perfect to frame the eye and represent eyeliner. You can do black pupils, but I decided to paint the iris to give it a bit more color. This first try didn't end up as I'd like. So after correcting with white and trying again, I had both eyes looking in the same direction. To paint the hair, I used a light brown and a light yellow. Mixing a bit of yellow with the base color, I used the side of my brush to catch only the hair strands. Over the top, however, I also went in the shadows to begin creating a bigger light reflection. This was repeated, adding more light yellow, catching less and less hair strands and creating a thinner reflection over the top of the head. Once I reached the pure light yellow, I washed it all with the base color diluted with water in equal amounts. I made sure to spread the paint evenly and not let it pull too much. The final wash is to tune down those highlights a bit and make everything look a bit more cohesive. Here is how the model looked in the end. I hope you found the video useful and I wish you all a happy new year.